Ayo YouTube, what's good? How's it going? First off, if you like these videos, don't forget to smack that subscribe button and hit that like button. Become part of the fam, you know how it goes. Today I'm gonna go over MIDI tracks. Now MIDI is actually an acronym. It means Musical Instrument Digital Interface. It allows for communication between analog signals and digital signals. So like electrical, like your MIDI controller, to your computer, which is digital. And it uses 127 MIDI values. As an example of that, I just have this drum rack over here with a sampler in it, and inside the sampler I have 127 MIDI values. So I can go over here and play this kick drum, right? Or I can select 127 different kick drums within this drum rack. Also, if you go to the piano roll, here, if we create a MIDI clip, right? There are 127 MIDI notes. Bam. And of course it's not always going to say 127 here. Sometimes it'll have percentages. It'll only go up to 100, but there are 127 values. It's only using 100. So now let's get into this. The MIDI track is almost identical to the audio track. There's 4 spaces here. There's the general track controls. Just to go over those again, there's record enable, there's solo, there's mute, the volume slider, panning, and then your sends, which are these over here, which I can explain if you would like me to. Please let me know in the comments section if you want me to go over anything in more detail, or you have any suggestions, you're confused, anything like that. Let me know. Then over here you have your MIDI ins and outs. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then over here you have your automation, and this is your automation lane type thing. Yeah, so that's the general MIDI track controls over here. If we go into the piano roll again, you can see we have the clip section, the clip box, which is exactly the same as the audio track one. So if you watched that, it's the same exact thing. If you haven't watched it, I recommend you check that out. And then there's notes here, the notes box, which is a replacement for the sample box in an audio track, and it has pretty much the same controls with a few differences. So let's just go over those real quick. If we drag in an operator, right, bam, we have an operator, and create a new MIDI clip by right-clicking and pressing Insert New MIDI Clip, right, and we double-click that. We get to the piano roll, which is where the sample viewer was, the sample inspector was in the audio track. This is kind of the equivalent. You can see what notes are playing instead of the audio that's playing. And if you go over here to the notes section, let's put in a few notes, right? So if you play this right now, you can see it's kind of fast, and there's some things we can do about this, right? So if we highlight these notes and we press this divide by 2, bam, it'll make them shorter, right? But if we press this little asterisk 2, it's the multiply by 2 button, it gets slower, you know? The notes all increase their length by 200%. Then what we have is reverse, which reverses the order of the notes. And then we have invert, which inverts the notes, which right now with this does the same thing as reverse, but it actually does do something different. So I'll show you how it's different, right? So let's change the notes. Bam, like that. Random. There. You know, whatever, doesn't really matter. If we select all of them and press reverse, it goes like that. Right? But if we select inverse, it changes them so the bottom note goes to the top note and everything is kind of flipped. You know, when you invert something over the x-axis in math, it's kind of like that. But it's not math, it's music, which involves math. So here we have legato, right? What this does, let's say we want to go like this. So let's say we take that, right? And we want all these notes to be connected. We go like this, and we go legato. Bam, just like that. Instead of what it was before. You know, so you could go either way. So if we press this double loop button, it creates two of what we just made. Pretty neat shortcut, right? Yeah, and then the rest of this is pretty much the same. There's the loops start and end, and the clips start and end, you know. And then we have envelopes, which is exactly the same as the audio track, just with different controls in this little box right here. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's not much more to it. I can go more in depth in other aspects of the MIDI track, but really that's the basics, and that's all you really need to know to get started. So yeah, like I said, if you liked this video, please comment, like, subscribe, turn on subscription notifications so you get notified every time a video comes up, all that good stuff. I hope y'all have a great day, and you know, tune in next time for another Ableton quick tip. I think I'll be going over the drum rack, maybe, not sure. I have to do a little more planning, but we'll see what happens. Alright, peace guys, till next time.